Well, hello, and welcome to a new Let's Play. Today, we are playing Chrono Cross, actually. Yes, I'm using a controller for this. I think I already showed this off, but we're gonna watch it again, so I can actually, read the text this time. What was the start of all this? When did the cogs of fate begin to turn? Perhaps it is impossible to grasp that answer now from deep within the flow of time. But for a certainty, back then, we loved so many, yet hated so much. We hurt others and were hurt ourselves. And even then, we ran like the wind, whilst our laughter echoed under cerulean skies. Alright, well, let's talk about a couple things before we get started in this episode, obviously, while we are watching the intro video. First things first, there are 3 optional characters for your first playthrough, and I will be choosing one of them, but I will be showing off how to get all 3 of them in kind of like an alternative timeline type thing. I'll probably do like alternate episodes for those, and then do whomever I'm actually going to choose last. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm just gonna choose the one that I find most interesting. And show off all the optional dialogue. Some of the dialogue is a little different depending on who you pick, so I'll be I will be getting all of the characters that I possibly can on the first playthrough and probably do optional videos afterwards on like New Game Plus for the ones that you can't get the first time, along with anything else that we need to discuss about New Game Plus. But that'll be after the story and probably after we do the Radical Dreamers text-based stuff as well. Well, welcome to Chrono Cross. Yeah, this is absolutely one of my favorite games. One of my favorite RPGs that I've ever actually played. I've never actually gotten all the characters in my previous run, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. I have full-on notes and everything here. We're gonna start a new game. Go ahead and keep the vibration function on. The game starts out by actually telling you what your controller controls are, which is kind of nice, and then keyboard controls. I'm not too worried. It's mostly the same, and I'm gonna be going with Serge as the default, from the default. Burned my mouth on my tea. All right, what the hell is this? Old RPGs have weird architecture in them. You ever notice that? Newer games seem to have like architecture that can be relatively close to what you'd find in real life. And then you got stuff like this. Who do we got? It's Orcha! What is it, Serge? You look troubled. This is it. There's no turning back now. Oi, come on, Serge. Orcha! Just you wait, Lynx. Today's gonna be the day of reckoning. Say your prayers. Not that it'll do you any good. Ha ha ha. Serge. Okay. Let me go ahead and just spoil a little bit here. Whatever you do in this section is going to be not useful. Ugh. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and go into our menu, and we're gonna go down to customize. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this a little bit, but if you go down, you can see B pressed is set to run versus walk. Turn into walk. It doesn't really matter anything else for this case at the moment, but that way we can just actually run without it mattering. 2 things here. One, we have a little cutscene here. What's that crystal-like thing? Some kind of switch? Bugger, so close and yet so far. We need to go get that. Whatever you do in this first part will not net you any items or anything, so don't worry about it. In fact, you're not gonna get any XP either. All right, so there's a couple things here. First of all, there's some sort of weird thing to the right, but we really can't do that. Since we're not gonna be able to get any XP, I'm going to essentially just run past the enemies here. It's pretty straightforward. You shouldn't be able to get lost. If I fight, I'll fight, but I would really prefer to not have to do that. So yeah, look, you've got that thing up there. Looks like we're gonna be fighting this bat, whether we like it or not. I'm not gonna talk about the combat stuff quite yet. Those spiders in the background? That was weird. I'll show off the combat stuff and talk more about it when we get a little further into the game. Yeah, there's actually going to be a part in the game where we do learn about the combat stuff, so we're not running in blind. But for right now, we're kind of running in blind. And honestly, I don't care all that much. Look at those hit points on us. Yeah, fun fact, we do not start out with those hit points. I managed to scrape the middle of my finger earlier because the windstorm that came through our place yesterday was so bad that it knocked over part of our fence, so I went out and fixed it with bare hands. It's really bothering me. Good job, me. That has nothing to do with this. I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. All right. Yeah, so it shows that we got some stuff, but we don't actually get any of this. So, you know, don't think too much about it. All right. Hey, look, it's the crystal room. Let's go ahead and activate it. Or deactivate it? Oh, it's gone. Oh, let's get stuck on the stairs. One of the things that I don't particularly care about is not just the remake, it's just the game in general. Some of the stuff can be kind of hard to tell where you can go, so just a heads up. If you get lost a little bit or get stuck on something, it's just the game. Oh wait, what the bloody hell just happened? What are we doing out here? Wow, bugger, we're so high up. Is this thing floating? Did it feel like your body passed through the floor just now? This sure is some fort. Serge? Hmm? You alright, mate? You've been acting all weird. We don't know what's up ahead, so just stay on your toes, eh? I feel like Kid's supposed to be Australian, but I don't know. Because she does use the catchphrase mate, or calls you mate a lot. And that's generally an Australian thing. What's with the heartbeat? Well, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. Serge. Hmm? Good morning, Serge. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. Oh dear, what are we doing now? It was all just a dream. Thank goodness. That was a little weird. Very bright. All right, and we are free to move around, so let's go ahead and just turn back around and investigate our bed. Serge took out Serge's not-so-secret savings. We get an additional 200 gold here, and I think if we turn around, no, we don't need to rest, thank you. If we go over here, there it is. Serge took out the tablet out of the pot. Yeah, so there's a couple items that are hidden in your room. Make sure you grab them before we get out of here. Hi, can I talk to you? Marge. Good morning, Serge. You're finally up. The sun's already reached high noon. By the way, didn't you have plans to meet with Leena this morning? Leena came by to see if you were up, but you, young man, were still off in Never Never Land. You shouldn't break promises like that. Girls can be pretty scary if you make them angry. Oh, okay, same thing. Hurry along and go apologize to her. All right, don't expect me to stick up for you if Leena ever decides to blow you off. That would be bad if she did that. You wouldn't want that, right? Yeah, that would be bad. Then get your priorities straight and let her know how you feel. Understand? Tomorrow is a new day. Who knows what will happen? Heh, it's not like things are gonna, you know, change. Oh, you can talk to the cats, by the way. Moving on. Let's, before we talk to everybody, because we do need to talk to everyone, let's check this woman's cart. Can you, there we go. Serge found a new frame. Oh, looks like you found it. Oh well, go ahead, take it. It's on me. Serge received the Shellfish Frame. It's the frame that's currently on screen. If you ever want to change your stuff, you just go to customize. You can actually select a custom frame and then you can actually see which ones are here. I'm just gonna go with the, okay, you won't let me just exit out of there? We're gonna go with the default one. Goodness. Let's start up at the top. Actually, let's start over here at the left. I think that'll be good. Serge, check out this sawfish. Awesome, ain't it? Poppy caught it down south by the El Nido Triangle. Nobody likes going down there though. They all say it's creepy. But this sucker sure looks tasty. Mmm. Alright, let's talk to this guy then. Talk to him, please. Yo, Serge, what do you think of this sawfish? Have you ever seen one this size? Ha! This has got to be from the legendary Dragon King's palace. Wouldn't you agree, Serge? You want to say you're probably right. You think so too? I knew it. I just knew it. If it really is true, then from here on out, happiness will be rolling into my life. Business will pick up, money will start pouring in, I'll be able to repair my roof, varnish my boat, buy a new sail. Eat as much squid gut pasta as I want up in Termina. Is that a thing? I don't know, something about squid gut pasta does not sound great. Ah, life is good. You're right, who am I kidding? That would definitely be too good to be true. Thanks anyway, Serge. Thanks for playing along. Here's a little something for you. Give it to a girl you like. Serge received a Komodo scale without lifting a finger. We actually can't use this for what you would think you would yield to use it for. I wish the legend was true though, the Dragon King Palace. There aren't enough dreams out there lately. Ha! Alright, moving on. Hi, what about you? What's with the sack you're dragging around? Yo, Serge, I heard you totally blew off Leena this morning. I didn't think you had it in you. That was really gutsy of you. I guess that kind of shows her who's boss, huh? Don't tell her I said so, but my sister's a bit too quick to lash out. Could you, like, make her a little nicer to me? You have my support all the way. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. So I guess Leena's a little bit of a hothead. Is that what I'm getting out of this? Anyway. Let's look in here for a minute. Let's start. Come on. There it is. Serge found photon ray inside the bucket. Hooray! What is this place? This is my house. Enter at own risk. Thanks for that. Gotta love this. You used to cry and run away at the mere sight of a pussycat. Do you remember? When you were about yay high, you were attacked by a panther demon. I guess it left an emotional scar. But it's good that you've overcome that fear. Girls will think you're a weenie running away from cats. What kind of statement is that? Morning, Serge. Don't tell me you just woke up. Don't you know that the early bird gets the worm? Leena's over there on the pier. Looks like her mother asked her to babysit. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. Yeah, there's Leena over there. We're gonna go talk to her, but make sure you get the photon ray before you move on. Do I just not have the ability to see where I'm at in this game? The pier is up ahead. Listen, don't be messing with those boats. I'm sure you understand. A boat is like a limb to our fishermen. Don't pull any stunts like last time and I'll whack you in the head. What last time? What did I do? Okay. Moving on. Let's talk to this kid first. Hey Serge, do you know what's popular among the village girls these days? A necklace made from Komodo scales. You know, those monsters that eat fire? I want to get some from Kiki, but there's no way I can beat those monsters. Oh no, if I don't do something about this now, Kiki might start liking Lolo. Boy, am I in a fix. Alright, so if you're using controller, if you press square, I'm using a PlayStation controller, it'll bring up this cute little menu and you can go Komodo scale. Well, wait a minute, Serge, is that a Komodo dragon scale? No way, is it real? Serge, how about giving it to me? Please, pretty please? Oh, come on, Serge, I won't ask another favor for the rest of my life. Now, please? Okay, you can't do this. This is not what you want to do, so go ahead and say, sure, take it. Really? You sure? Yes, all right, thanks a million, Serge. Here, let me give you this. Put it to good use, okay? And from him, we receive an uplift. We're gonna talk about elements in a minute. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Do you know what Poshul's favorite food in the world, the whole entire world is? Hecarim bones. She'd do anything to get her paws on one. She'd obey your every command if you gave her one. Who's Poshul? I mean, we saw her doghouse, so I guess that's who Poshul is. Well now, you're in Arni. What brings you here to this quiet seaside village? Oh, it's you, Serge. Just don't be going to your Hydra marshes to the east if you go outside. Don't want you to run into those evil dwarves in that Hydra now. Say, why don't you go talk to the village chief before you set out? His house is just past those gates down yonder. Yeah, we'll get there. Looks like the Viper Festival will be canceled again this year. Our only celebration of El Nido Archipelago. I can't say that. Archipelago? That's not right either. Down the drain. There hasn't been anything good to talk about since the army took port. Wait, from the army from Port took over the islands 3 years ago. We wouldn't have to put up with this situation if General Viper and the Dragoons were still here. Yo, Serge, have you heard anything about the group of thieves up on the mainland? I think I haven't heard this story. You really haven't been keeping up, have you? It's pretty big news, even in El Nido. Those mysterious thieves have broken into a bunch of houses up on the mainland. They're cold-blooded bastards. They'll go to any extreme to get money or jewels. Even the powerful nation of Poor can't seem to get a hold of them. I think they call themselves the Radical Dreamers. Wouldn't want to run into those bandits. Huh. Interesting. Humana, humana, humana. She sure is pretty. What a knockout that dancer Miki is. The port town of Termina has its share of dancers, but no one, I say no one, compares to Miki. But mind you, I've never actually seen Miki dance. Oh, how I would love to see them jiggle. I'm talking about her arms, of course. Wow, that's terrible. Whoa, Serge, don't tell Grandma about this. Tisk tisk. Can we actually talk to... Okay, I don't actually want to talk to you. I was trying to see if I could talk to the chef. Can I get over here? Can I lift this up? There we go. Talk to the chef. Yo, Serge. Have you heard your message of the day from the Record of Fate? It's a green pyramid which records your daily activities for you. It's been said that this pyramid can not only record the past, but also tell about the future. But I really don't know if that's true or not. Cha-ha-ha. Well, hello, Serge. Do you want to hear the real truth about the world? Insanity leads to chaos, then to solitude, the fruitless effort of adding meaning to what is meaningless. A lone crimson tear falls into the sea. The echo of the remaining star cries out in the infinite vacuum. The least I can do is send my distant prayers over the winds of time, setting sail on dreams. Well, how do you like it, Serge? Were you moved? I have been dreaming about becoming a poet since I was little. I want to cross the continent and make a name for myself with just a pencil and paper. But look at me, I'm in this puny village in the middle of nowhere, waitressing in this rundown shack. What just say about my restaurant? You can quit anytime, you know. Yikes. Just kidding, I was just kidding. I was just saying how good the work environment is. Alright, hey, no answer, it's just a barrel. Are you sure about that? Like, this seems a little suspicious. Excuse me, sir. What do you want already? I said I'm just a barrel. Tch, fine. Just take it, man. Here. Serge found an uplift in the barrel. Yay! That's what we wanted out of that. All right, let's go ahead and head upstairs. There's a door in the way. And first things first, let's go ahead and open up this chest. And in this chest, we get an ivory helmet. And where that dog was just digging around, Serge found Hecarim bone. Hey, hey, hey. That's a key item, which is why I think it was green. Let's go ahead and get out of here. I don't think there's anything else that's in this particular place, so it doesn't matter. I really want to go up there. Thank you. Can I talk to you? Thank you. Isn't my Celine cute? Daddy found her by Lizard Rock. A lot of baby Komodo dragons play out there. I guess it's kind of like their hangout. And you know what, Serge? Don't tell anyone what I'm about to tell you, okay? It's a secret. Lolo said he was gonna get me some Komodo dragon scales. What should I do? Ah, yes. Okay, I can't get past said child, so let's go over here. Hello there, Serge. Word has it that Komodo dragon scales are quite popular among the youngins these days. So you're collecting them too, huh? What, to make a silly little necklace? That's right. Well said, Serge. You truly are a man of the sea. They don't call me a Komodo dragon expert for nothing. Let me give you some pointers. Clean out your ears and listen well, Serge. This is truly top secret. My super duper secret number 1. Rock and roll to trap the sucker. My super duper secret number 2. Use the lay of the land and make a surprise attack. My super duper secret number 3. There's always one that wants to play tag. Run with all your might. Beware, Komodo dragons are mighty cautious and run at high speeds. You must face them with your wits, courage, and tenacity. Use your lightning start and run like the wind. Whip past them with all your might. Actually, I guess there's no point overtaking them. Anyhow, it's all about guts, my boy. So once you catch up to one, you must fight. Kick that little sucker's butt. But don't get your own butt kicked. Yeah, we have to fight some Komodo dragons. That's all I can teach you about the ways of an expert. Now go, Serge, for the gold. Go for the gold and bring forth a brighter tomorrow. Sorry. I don't know what that was about, but alright. Do you know about Lizard Rock, southwest of the village? I've heard that a mother Komodo dragon comes out every once in a while. I've told Kiki numerous times not to play there, but she never listens to me. I guess kids will be kids. That sounds extremely dangerous, by the way. We'll probably never run into that, so it's no big deal. Oh, hi Serge. I was lost in my thoughts there. You know how Kiki's growing up so quickly? Sometimes I'm just amazed at how much she resembles her mother. Yeah, I guess my wife is like that too. She's been very much like her mother since as long as I can remember. I guess that demonstrates how life continues to live on through generations. It's been about 10 years since I became a fisherman. Back then, I still had other aspirations, but I ended up succeeding my dad. I guess you can say that everything here represents 10 years of my life. Lion, shark, sawfish, 6-horned narwhals, you name it. They represent all my hard work and dedication. I love my job and I'm happy with my current lifestyle and all, but lately I get to thinking when I see Kiki about how I could have had a different future. What if I'd chosen a different path 10 years ago? Then I'd be living a completely different life than I am now. I'm not saying which one would have been better, I just wonder where the other path may have led me. I guess the longer you live, the more you wonder about another you that might have been. I have literally never thought about this, so whatever. Boy, life sure is complex. Actually, I guess that's not terribly true. Oh hey Serge, you want this? Here, take it. It's an amulet I made from a lion shark tooth 10 years ago when I decided to become a fisherman. I don't need it anymore. I have my wife and Kiki watching over me. Serge received shark tooth. You want to do this to get a person in your group. Yeah, make sure you grab that. By the way, I don't think I've ever talked to anybody that has follow-up conversation that actually is worth it, so. Hey, what's up? Oh, hello there, Serge. Can I interest you in something? I have some great elements. Would you like to take a look? Okay, let's take a quick look with elements and weapon and armor and stuff. We're not gonna buy anything right now, but she's got Cure, Fireball, Aqua Beam, a couple medicine, antidote, and tablet stuff. And hang on, for armor and stuff, we actually don't buy, we forge. There we go. And yeah, so basically you can make a variety of different things depending on what items you have in stock. It was one of those games that's got crafting. I bet you didn't expect that. And so it's like bone, fang, leather, fur, humors, scales, and screws. So we can't really do anything right now with most of that, but in the future we can. Hello, Serge. Beautiful day, isn't it? Sure feels great outside. Just being able to bask in the sun all day sure is a nice change. They say the rain cleanses one's spirit, but our age, we've had enough cleansing. I wonder if those soldiers are back at work digging that hole now that the rains have subsided? I don't know what they're up to, but it seems like soldiers are digging up all of Fossil Valley. I can't figure out what they're thinking. Why would they want to dig up a place like that? I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we got a bunch of people we can talk to here, but before we talk to them, let's run past and catch these two. Hey Serge, you want to hear a secret? It's about Poshul. Sure. Okay, but keep it a secret, okay? Ready? Poshul is such a pig when it comes to eating. She'll do anything if she's fed her favorite dish. Very unladylike, isn't it? Tempted by food. What's up, Poshul? Oh, hi, Serge Poo. Me a bit busy right now. Have you already met up with Leena? Me think she wath by the pier. Okay, so if you go up to Poshul and you use the Hecarim bone. Ah, is that a Hecarim bone? Serge Poo, a present? For I? How'd you know? To accept or not to accept. Feels weird mimic or mock or like not mocking, but doing a lisp. Ahem, me accept your present, and me shall help you. Me will do anything you want. Me will be honored to be by your side. Me will use my pretty miracle power X. Me will do it, Serge Poo. Poshul has joined our party. All right, and you can rename anybody if you really want, but I feel like that's a little bit weird. And now if we go into our main menu here, you can see that we actually have Poshul. We'll talk. All of that is going to be happening next time. I'm not doing any of the battle stuff right now. Is there an item in this bucket? Hang on. Yes, there is. Serge found Aqua Beam in the bucket. Yeah, we're going to talk to these 4 people next time. Oh, there's a gardener back there. Okay, I guess we'll talk to them in a second here. Time sure does fly. Chief Radius has been living here for 4 years already. He is such a bright, cheerful man. Everyone in the village really likes him. I wish he could stay here forever. Is that all you really have to say? No, I guess so. That's exactly right, Serge. There it is, the record of fate. It records everything, good or bad. If you happen across one of these, don't forget to record everything you've done so far. Think of how terrible it would be if you lost your past. There wouldn't be anything you could do about it. If you listen closely, the record of fate will tell you lots of things, like what you should be doing next. And when you can't hear anything anymore, well, I guess it means you don't have a future. When that happens, you should just go home and go to sleep. There isn't anything you can do to change fate. If you want to record what you've done so far, step up to a record of fate and open up the menu. And select the block you want and follow directions to save. Easy, isn't it? But you should go look for another one. I'm going to be here for a while. Oh yeah, and if you want to go out onto the world map, you can save without a record of fate. We'll talk all about that in a second, but yeah, we cannot actually save here because she's in the way. Serge found Kier behind the frame. Hooray! I think that's it for items currently. Yeah, okay, good. Oh, it's you, Serge. I think the chief is outside. He said he was going to teach some self-defense. He may be old, but he still has some fight left in him. You kids better not misbehave or else the chief will have to crack down on you all. We came all the way out here in search of the legendary treasure, but our funds ran out. Once I'm done cleaning in here, I have to go do some yard work. We've got to do something to cover our expenses. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have tried to persuade Sir Toma to look for treasure on the Zenin continent. I wonder what treasure that they're after. That must be the person that's doing gardening out here that I completely missed as I entered the room. Yo, my name's Toma the 14th, but people usually put the Great Explorer in front of my name. The Great Explorer Toma. I was just looking around for treasure. I have a sixth sense, you know. Yo, I wasn't gardening. I was really looking for treasure. You have anything else to say now that Poshul's with me? It's boring playing alone. Come on, Poshul, let's play. Me, I'm sorry. Me, I'm a bit busy right now. We'll play later, okay? How boring. All right, so I want to come back to the chief here in a second. Because we've been, it's like this is the first episode. Welcome to, well, it's gonna be a lot faster than this. But I want to head outside real quick since we just learned about saving and show you guys how to save. So if you go into your menu, there's a save and load, and you just go save, go into a slot, and then you can save wherever you want to. Bam, save. But that is kind of important to note that you have to either do it in the world map right now since, well, you have to do it in the world map right now since somebody is hugging it. But let's go ahead and get some more information on what we should be doing here in the future because we haven't talked to Leena quite yet. What the? Ignore me for a second. Oh, it's you, Serge. Beautiful day, huh? You caught me dozing off there. By the way, Serge, do you like the sea? Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, the sea sure is great, but just remember, Serge, don't take it too lightly. Usually, you'll find the sea to be vast, deep, full of strength and energy, yet kind and gentle. But once it becomes angry, it can turn into the most frightening monster you've ever seen, engulfing everything. Close your eyes and prick up your ears. Can you hear the cries of countless men swallowed by the sea, the hidden secret the sea whispers? I recommend you learn to sense the mood of the sea. That is if you don't want to join the fellows already on the bottom. Is that it? Okay. You're late, Serge. Sleeping in as usual, I suppose? You promised you'd go get some Komodo dragon scales for my necklace, remember? Since you were late, my mom asked me to babysit the kids. Woohoo, Serge, Leena, look at me. Come on, you guys should join us. It feels really good. Unlike the rest of you, we're not here to play. Don't swim out too far now. Okay, gotcha. Kids sure have it easy. Remember when we were like that? Not a single care or worry on our minds? How each day lasted an eternity, filled with newness, fun, and excitement. But the important thing now is not our childhood, but my Komodo scaled necklace. Yes, we have to face up to reality and live each day anew. What? So I want you to go to Lizard Rock and get some scales for me. I would join you, but I still have to watch the kids. It's your fault, you were late. Once you've collected some Komodo dragon scales, I'll catch up with you at Opasa Beach. Is that okay with you, Serge? All right, fine. Yeah, just, you're gonna get roped into this. Don't even bother fighting it. Good, that's what I wanted to hear. Okay then, don't just stand around. Go collect some scales at Lizard Rock. Let's see, I think 3 should be enough. Good luck, Serge, I'm counting on you. Come on, Serge, get your butt over to Lizard Rock already. I think I really deserve about 100 scales, but I guess 3 will do for now. Once you get all through, okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and I'll only accept scales that you personally collect. I don't want any that were just handed to you. Yeah, so that one that we got from the guy, yeah, that we cannot use that one here, so don't even bother. All right, well, next time we're gonna go ahead, talk to the chief, do all that, and then we're gonna be heading to Lizard Rock. So I will see you guys next time.